Hey folks, it's late. Yes, that's 2:40 a.m. and I am going to work at 7 o'clock. But I came across this as I was looking to post something on X. This is an exchange between Ferial Haffajee from the Daily Maverick and Joel Pollak from Breitbart. And it's a fascinating exchange. And look at how leftists use distractionary tactics to take away from the story here. Let's listen in on what is said here.
Are you certain that it's actually South African sovereignty that is at stake? Because many people look at the ICJ case and wonder whether the ANC accepted a large sum of money from the Iranian regime to fill its coffers before the election. Well, that's out there.
I've seen that.
And
it's completely untrue.
Untrue, is it?
How do you know?
That's been properly debunked because actually if you look at the Department of Justice budget, you will see that we paid for that case.
We? You mean the taxpayer?
That is absolutely untrue that it was somehow funded by shadowy money seeking to influence the ICJ case.
But see, Ferial Haffajee, that's not the question. The question is not whether the Iranians are paying to fund the case, because the South African taxpayer, who has no say in the matter, is funding the case. Who is we? The taxpayer? Okay, you're a taxpayer, so you are paying for it. But the question isn't about whether Iran is paying for it. The question, quite frankly, is how did the ANC magically come up with 102 million rand to pay the party planner from the 2019 election, a debt that they had not paid over several years? And then the sheriff was forced to go to Lutuli House to inventory all the items in their headquarters, microwave ovens, chairs, tables, to confiscate that because they owed the debt, 102 million, plus another 50 million or something like that, 40-some million in penalties and interest. Where did the 102 million rand come from? That was never declared on any statement. That money has not been accounted for in the IEC reports. Check them out, Ferial. It's not there. Show us where it's at. Additionally, where did the 20 million rand come from to pay for the 112th birthday anniversary at Umbombela Stadium in Nelspruit? We're talking 122 million rand minimum. Never mind how much money was spent on the campaign. Where are the expenditures for the campaign for 2024 for the ANC's national election? We can see contributions coming from the Bato Trust and others, but the question is not who's funding the ICJ case. We know the South African taxpayer against their will are paying for it. The question is, where is the ANC getting its money? Because the money, the 102 million, was never declared. That's the question, Ferial Haffajee. This is typical distractionary stuff. Joel Pollak, next time you interact with Ferial Haffajee, ask that question. How did the ANC pay for its debt to the party planner that was 5 years old? And what about the interest? That was never disclosed what happened there. And what about the money for the birthday party? And then they launched shortly after then right into an election campaign. That's the question, Ferial Haffajee. So your indignation at this question, that's been debunked. Really? You sound to me like you work for the ANC, not for the Daily Maverick. Which is it? Inquiring minds want to know. Cheers, folks.